Most traders believe they lose control after a big loss, but the truth is, the loss isn't what breaks them. It's what the loss awakens inside them. That flash of anger, that sting of shame, that tightening in the chest, the feeling of, I need to fix this. I need to get it back, right now. Revenge trading doesn't start with a bad trade. It starts with a wounded identity. A part of you that feels attacked, exposed, or not enough. A part of you that wants to restore balance instantly, even if the cost is far greater than the loss itself. In this session, we go beneath the surface of revenge trading into the psychology that fuels it, the emotions that trigger it, and the inner mechanics that turn one small mistake into a destructive spiral. If you've ever felt that rush of urgency after a loss, if your hand has ever moved faster than your logic, if you've ever looked back and wondered, how did I let this happen again? This is the moment where everything becomes clear. Welcome to Mind Over Markets. Let's begin. Most traders believe revenge trading begins with a loss, but the truth is more subtle and far more personal. Revenge trading begins with the pain underneath the loss. The pain you didn't want to feel, the pain you didn't want to sit with, the pain that rose too fast for your mind to process. So your body took over, your emotions surged forward, and your hand moved before your reasoning could catch up. Revenge trading is not about the chart. It is not about the strategy. It is not about the market taking something from you. Revenge trading is about the moment you disconnect from yourself, the moment you react instead of observe, the moment you try to fix the past instead of protect the future. In this session, we explore the inner machinery of revenge trading, the psychology, the physiology, the identity level triggers, and the process that dissolves this destructive loop at its root. Because revenge trading doesn't disappear with discipline, it disappears with awareness, with understanding, with the ability to regulate the internal storm long before it becomes action. Let's begin. Every trader knows the moment that leads to revenge trading. A loss sharp, unexpected, painful. Not just financially painful, but emotionally painful. A moment where something inside you feels attacked, threatened, exposed. Your breathing shifts, your posture collapses, your heart rate rises, your field of vision narrows, your mind starts spiraling. How did I let this happen? Why did I do that? I have to fix this. I have to get it back. In an instant, the loss becomes personal. It becomes about you, your competence, your identity, your worth, your narrative about who you are as a trader. This is when the shift happens. You're no longer trading the market. You're trading your pain. Losses in trading trigger a part of the brain that interprets them as danger. It activates the fight or flight response. But in financial markets, fight or flight translates into something else. Fight becomes revenge trading. Flight becomes freezing paralysis and fear. And the moment you fight, the moment you try to get back what was lost, you're no longer in the realm of strategy. You're in the realm of emotional instinct that is powerful but blind. Revenge trading happens when you expect the market to repair your internal state, but the market cannot fix the mind. It only amplifies whatever is already inside you. To break revenge trading, you must understand how the revenge loop works. It begins with an emotional wound, a loss that feels unfair, a mistake that feels stupid, a moment where your expectations and your reality collide. The pain rises. The mind tries to escape the pain. And it does so through impulsive action, trying to win back what was lost, trying to restore the identity that was damaged, trying to prove something to the market, trying to erase the feeling of being wrong, exposed, or inferior. This is the revenge loop. It is not logical. It is not strategic. It is emotional survival. The trader feels pain. The trader reacts to pain. The reaction creates more pain. The new pain intensifies the reaction. And the loop accelerates until the account is destroyed or the trader finally stops because exhaustion outweighs emotion. This loop doesn't break because you want it to break. It breaks when you understand it, when you witness it clearly without shame, without judgment, without fear of what it says about you. Revenge trading is not a character flaw. It is a human response to emotional threat. And every trader has felt it. Every trader has faced it. Every trader must learn to rise above it. Let's explore the deeper causes of revenge trading. Not the surface level reasons, but the psychological roots. The first root is identity damage. When you lose part of your identity, feels attacked. You don't just lose money, you lose the image you hold of yourself as a capable trader. Your brain tries to repair that identity immediately. It wants to restore the version of you that feels in control. So it pushes you to act fast to take back what was lost, to prove you are still competent. But competence is not restored through reaction. It's restored through clarity. The second root is control addiction. You believe you can force the market to give back what it took. You believe the loss was unfair. You believe the next trade can balance the universe. This illusion of control is intoxicating and destructive. The third root is emotional incompletion. A loss leaves unresolved emotions, shock, shame, frustration, anger. Your mind wants completion, closure, resolution. So it tries to resolve the emotion through trading again. But emotions are not resolved through action. They are resolved through awareness. And the fourth root is physiological collapse. Loss triggers your nervous system. Stress chemicals flood your body. Your logical brain shuts down. Your emotional brain takes over. And in that state, you are not choosing. You are reacting. You are fighting ghosts inside your mind. When a trader is in this state, time seems to shrink. Logic disappears. Breathing becomes tight. Vision becomes tunneled. The need to act becomes overwhelming. If you felt this, know that you're not alone. Every trader at every level has faced this battlefield inside themselves. But the traders who last are the ones who learn to interrupt the cycle. They learn to pause. They learn to breathe. They learn to observe the emotion instead of obeying it. This is where the transformation begins. One of the most powerful truths about revenge trading is this: the moment after a loss is not a trading moment. It is a healing moment, a moment to reconnect with yourself, a moment to restore awareness, a moment to choose intention over impulse. If you act inside the pain, your actions will create more pain. If you wait until the pain settles, your actions will reflect clarity. Clarity is not a trait. Clarity is a state, and that state must be restored after every emotional impact. To break revenge trading, you begin with physiology, not thoughts, not logic, not discipline, but the body. Because the body collapses before the mind does. Your breath becomes shallow. Your spine collapses. Your shoulders tighten. Your jaw clenches. Your eyes narrow. This physical collapse triggers emotional collapse, and emotional collapse triggers impulsive behavior. So the first intervention is a state reset, a long inhale, a long exhale, a slow release of tension in the shoulders, a softening of the eyes, a return to your body so your mind can return to you. This physical reset gives you access to the part of your brain responsible for reasoning and judgment. Without this, you cannot make strategic decisions. After the state reset comes the psychological reset. Asking yourself one simple question: what hurts right now? This question brings the pain into awareness. It reveals the emotion driving your reactions. It stops the mind from trying to hide the pain through impulsive trading. Awareness dissolves compulsion. Then comes intention. Asking yourself, what is the next right behavior? Not the next trade, not the next opportunity, not the next chance to fix things, but the next right behavior. A behavior aligned with your higher self, not your wounded self. This step alone has saved countless traders from blowing accounts. Once intention is restored, structure must reinforce it. A rule that protects you from yourself. No trading after 2 consecutive losses. A minimum wait time. A checklist. A breathing cycle before any entry. A limit order only rule. A rule that says if my emotional state is compromised, I do not trade. These rules are not restrictions. They are freedom. Freedom from the emotional storm that has controlled your trading for too long. And then comes the deeper shift, the identity shift. The moment when you stop trying to repair the past and start defending your future. The moment when you stop treating losses as personal attack and start seeing them as data. The moment when you stop needing the market to validate your identity because your identity becomes grounded in something stronger than outcomes. When revenge trading ends, clarity begins, patience begins, stability begins, mastery begins. Imagine yourself trading without the urge to fix, without the urge to chase, without the urge to correct the past. Imagine yourself trading from a place of calm neutrality where every decision is grounded, deliberate, and measured. This version of you is not far away. It is waiting underneath the emotional noise, waiting beneath the impulsive reactions, waiting beneath the unprocessed pain. All you have to do is reconnect with the part of you that does not need revenge, the part of you that only needs clarity. The trader you are becoming is not someone who avoids losses. They are someone who responds to losses with awareness, with structure, with presence. Revenge trading ends the moment you stop trying to fix the past and start protecting your mind. This is the real edge, the internal edge, the edge that lasts beyond every strategy, every setup, every market condition. It begins with awareness. It grows with discipline. It stabilizes with identity. And it becomes unshakable with practice. Your job is not to win every trade. Your job is to stay conscious. Your job is to stay grounded. Your job is to stay connected to the version of yourself that does not act from pain, but from clarity. If you can hold that connection, revenge trading will lose its power, and you will finally see the market with the calm, steady mind you've been searching for. This is how you beat revenge trading, not by fighting it, but by understanding it, not by resisting it, but by rising above it, not by controlling the market, but by mastering the internal landscape from which your decisions emerge. Your future as a trader depends on your ability to choose clarity over pain, presence over impulse, awareness over reaction, and that choice begins within you. If today's session leaves you with one truth, let it be this: you don't defeat revenge trading by becoming stronger. You defeat it by becoming more aware. Losses are not an attack on your identity. They are a part of the game, a cost of participation, a signal, not a sentence. Revenge trading begins when you try to fight the past. But the past cannot be fixed. It can only be understood. And understanding is what protects your future. When you reset your state, when you pause long enough to feel the emotion, when you choose clarity over urgency, you break the cycle that has controlled you for so long. You stop chasing the market. You stop negotiating with pain. You stop trying to force reality into your expectations. You step into a new identity, the trader who responds, not reacts. The trader who protects their mind, not their ego. The trader who knows that discipline is not force, it is presence. Thank you for spending this time in reflection, in awareness, and growth. If this message resonated, stay connected with Mind Over Markets for more deep introspective sessions designed to elevate your trading from the inside out. Until next time, breathe deeply, wait patiently, and trade from the version of yourself that no longer fights the past, but builds the future. We'll speak again soon.